Chase Lee Hockey with the Blue Futon. We were doing something a little bit different. There was a Thailand movie that I didn't know existed called Fast and Feel Love. It came out in 2022. Cup stacking. Cup stacking. So Fast and Feel Love, what's about? It's a very simple premise, actually. This is based in Thailand, and there's a guy that wants to be the cup stacking champion. Just stack as fast as you can. This is going to be a horrible thumbnail, but stack, stack, stack. And you got to get under like 4.7 seconds and try to get in that 3-second range to be world champion. And they're trying to make this sport worldwide. Unfortunately, he's pretty good, but there's a Colombian Nigerian kid that lives in the forest, in the jungle, that is absolutely destroying him. Who will win this competition? Let's find out. So, with this movie, I did not know what I was expecting. I know it was over a 2-hour movie. That did concern me a little bit. I was like, oh, a comedy that's over 2 hours will overstay its welcome. Yes, there might be some pacing issues, and yes, it might overstay its welcome, but my goodness, this is a movie fans movie, and I'll get to that. But first, let's talk about the negatives for a little bit. Like I said before, the negatives of the little bit is it overstays its welcome a little bit too long, as well as the pacing. The pacing does drag a little bit with this whole love story about what are they actually going to do. She wants a kid. He really doesn't know what to do with his life. He doesn't want to become an adult. He wants to be a cup stacker, and he wants everything to happen for him. While she wants a kid, but she also is about love. She's about joy. She's about helping people, but she doesn't help herself. And she's finally, after 10 years, had enough. And so that dynamic of selling the house, cup stacking, and all this dilemma between them, sometimes it does drag a bit, as well as the length of the movie. It did not need to be 2 hours and 12 minutes. They could have trimmed maybe 10, 15 minutes, and it would have been a more cleaner movie. But rather than just those small nitpicks, it is funny. It is a movie fans movie, and it has good themes, good message, and overall well acted, and actually great camera angles for what they're trying to do. This reminded me of so many different spoof movies out there. This is like the airplane of the new age, but tamer. This is what like the scary movie like 3, 4, 5, and disaster movie, and the superhero spoof movies wanted to do. This makes fun of Parasite. This has Avengers references. This has Fast and the Furious references. This has so many different references that I had in my head. I was like, oh, I know that movie. I know that movie. I know that movie. And it does it in such a nice way of breaking the fourth wall, but also being a little bit subtle about it. The funniest spoof. There was a Parasite one, and I was like, there's no way they're spoofing a little bit of Parasite or taking stuff from Parasite, but they actually do, because I actually researched. So like, there's no way they're doing Parasite, but they did. To me, the funniest is Fast 7. So, unfortunately, in Fast and Furious 7, that is where Paul Walker kind of disappears. And they kind of do the same thing with a fake song that reminded me of it. I was dying. It had me laughing so hard. I enjoyed the crap of what they were doing. Also, they had a little montage scene with the maid, the person teaching him English, his driver. That's what it was. The driver was the Parasite reference, where it was so subtle, where you're just like, wait a minute. If you saw Parasite, it's basically a scene where the guy's driving and he wants to make sure the coffee is doesn't spill the coffee so he can be the driver for his professional. This is the same way of the driver, so the guy can actually stack cups in the back seat. So there is a little just Easter eggs for people that love movies and want to have a good time. Like I said, the acting is there. There's funny Shaolin soccer almost. I was feeling Shaolin soccer, especially there's a scene where there's a little kid and it's like zooming in on his face for no particular reason. But I just got Stephen Chow just vibes from that scene, and it does it extremely well. So I'm going to do a quick, this might be a quick review, but it's also going to be a fun review because it's a cup stacking movie that makes fun of other movies and incorporates it in a very smooth, subtle way that doesn't bang you over the head and doesn't treat the viewers like idiots. It is a mover. It is a movie. How do I want to say this? It is like a movie person. It's a movie for people that like to watch a lot of different movies. I want to say in a lot cooler way, but I'm just not about family. And my God, there's a family line in it as well. And it's just a fun, silly time. But like I said, I wish it had a little bit better pacing issues, as well as just needed to trim some of the fat off this to make it a good ribeye or New York strip or whatever type of juicy steak that you want to just nibble in. This ain't a vegan steak. No vegan steak for this movie. So Fast and Free Love will receive a 4 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 80%. So see the Critics News scores gave this one. So there's absolutely nothing. 0 on Rotten Tomato. However, on IMDb, it is a 7.0 out of 628 reviewers. So let's go down in the bottom and see. There's only 8 of them that actually wrote something. We have an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Basically, meta commentary and challenges to becoming an adult. That's a huge theme of this one. A 10 out of 10. We have a 9 out of 10. We have a what that hated it. We have a person that gave it a 1 out of 10, saying the worst Thai comedy I've seen in cinema. No. And then Borrowing Scene from Parasite gave it a 2 out of 10. And then Absolute Garbage. So a lot of people that say that the Absolute Garbage didn't like it. I think the people that didn't like this movie didn't understand what this movie was trying to do. It was poking fun. Even though it wasn't poking fun at these movies, it was more just like borrowing just the goodness of movie making and just putting it in a fun, small comedy that a lot of people can enjoy. And Dust. That scene also had me dying. Very few comedies this year has had me laugh that hard. Yeah, it's very subtle subtle scenes in this movie, but there are scenes that truly made me laugh. So we have the 80 or the 70 versus IMDb. Chase Rock with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Futontopia. You Futonians, thanks for watching. Have a great day. If you can find this one, if you like movies and you like sports movies, give it a try. Seriously, give these smaller movies a try because it will be worth your time.